Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking about topic A, which is why cities that attract many tourists have businesses that offer discounts to locals, and what class concept does this illustrate, and what conditions are necessary for such businesses to offer discounts to these locals. Now, from an outside perspective, it might seem kind of contradictory, like why would you want to offer a local a discount to something that's in their vicinity? It all makes sense when we take a look at chapter 16 and what class concept this kind of illustrates. In chapter 16, we learn about price discrimination, and in this case, if we're charging locals a discount and we're charging tourists regular price, this is kind of a third degree price discrimination. Now, why this is a third degree price discrimination is because we're sorting consumers into different groups. There's obviously the local group and then the tourist group. And we can see that local groups would most likely have a lower willingness to pay since they can go to these local businesses whenever they want. So it's not really like a once in a lifetime opportunity. For tourists, though, they're coming from outside of the country. So going to like a Michelin star restaurant or going to like a Broadway show in New York is very exciting for them. So they would obviously have a higher willingness to pay to go to these kinds of events. Now, why businesses do this is they want to maximize profits like any other business. And for local businesses, the conditions that need to be met for this is that they need to be in a market that is not competitive. So in this case, because they have to set the price to what the consumer's willingness to pay is, they need to be price makers and not price takers. In a competitive market, every single business is a price taker, but in a not perfect competitive market, such as a monopolist, they are price makers, meaning that they have market power and that they have the ability to set the price. Now, why businesses would make more money from doing this kind of price discrimination is that if we look at a kind of like a demand curve, we can see that in a demand curve in a non-competitive market, quantity sold is not actually at an efficient amount. They are selling too little quantity because they're missing out on mutually beneficial trades since they're only setting one single price. If they don't have any price discrimination. At one single price, we're losing out on mutually beneficial trades since people that have lower willingness to pay are not willing to pay at the price that the business has set. This causes deadweight loss because we're losing out on mutually beneficial trades. Now, if we have price discrimination, we're effectively minimizing this deadweight loss and actually selling to people that have low willingness to pay at a lower price and selling to people that have a high willingness to pay at a higher price. This is why businesses are able to maximize profit by doing this kind of price discrimination.